Capybara evolution. Have you ever thought a capybara was just a chill rodent? Well, imagine it turning into a god, a mutant, or even destroying the universe. That's Capybara Evolution, a game that looks like a cute little simulator but turns out to be full-blown madness. At first glance, everything seems innocent. You feed your capybara, starting with a simple apple. Then you move on to munching on small animals and eventually bigger ones. Your level and damage go up, and you can hatch eggs to get pets that help you. Your capybara grows bigger, cuter, but then it mutates. Suddenly it has a mustache, a third eye, wings, a bear hat, or even a laser cannon on its back. You defeat your first boss and unlock new, more intense locations. And instead of cute, you get a space monster devouring planets. You launch the game for some cozy capybara vibes and end up in a survival frenzy packed with bosses, aliens, transformations, and insane memes. It's so absurd you just want to keep playing out of sheer curiosity. What else can my capybara turn into? You can even team up with other players to take down bosses together. Capybara Evolution plays on our love for memes and the unexpected. It's all about what's next, and that's what keeps you hooked. The previews, the screenshots, even the name, it all looks like it's for kids. But the game is actually a wild mix of parody, chaos, and evolution that breaks all the rules. So, what's the weirdest form your capybara has evolved into? Pull a sword. Imagine someone tells you, just pull a sword from a rock. Sounds easy, right? Then suddenly, it's 2 hours later, you're lifting weights in-game screaming, "Yeez! I got it!" That's Pull a Sword, a game that grabs you like cheese in a mousetrap. The cover? A smiling sword with googly eyes and huge arms. Looks like it's made for toddlers. But behind that lies an infinite grind loop. Train strength, pull the sword, get a new one. Repeat. Again and again. You're basically a hamster with weapons. Each sword you pull isn't just a cosmetic, it's a new layer of addiction. They add daily stages, pets, wins, premium perks. You get hooked by one more sword syndrome. The gameplay is ridiculously simple, but somehow your brain craves more. This isn't a deep game. It's not even that unique. But it's Roblox gym training meets fantasy madness. And it works. It pulls you in. Before you know it, you're Googling pet codes and debating whether to go premium for 10% extra strength. Comment your weirdest or funniest sword pull. Dig to Earth's core! Dig to Earth's core. What's underground, you ask? And Roblox answers, dig bro, find out yourself. Dig to Earth's core is another clickbait masterpiece where a simple action, digging, turns into a full-blown obsession. You start with a basic pickaxe. The more you dig, the more coins and bonuses you get. You start with a regular pick, but eventually you can work your way up to a cosmic one. Your skills level up. You boost your digging speed, power, and your chances of finding gems, which you spend to upgrade further. You can also hatch pets that increase your luck in finding treasures. You compete with other players, and the deeper you go, the tougher it gets. Rocks, crystals, lava, insane blocks. You think you've hit the core? Nope, still 30 more levels. And then another world. And then dig again. You might ask, how do I get out of this hole? Don't worry, you've got a jetpack. You'll fly back to the surface in style. The game looks simple, but hides a whole loop underneath. Upgrade your tools, get pets, boost your speed, complete quests. You can even trade with other players, swap pets, tools, and more. Everything flashes, pings, and explodes with color. Every centimeter deeper feels like progress. And you keep telling yourself, just a little more. Clickbait in the title? Absolutely. Because reaching Earth's core here is like trying to finish an infinite shawarma. Tasty, but there's always more. And there you are digging like a maniac. But hey, it's fun. Compete with others, upgrade your gear, and unlock new worlds. So tell me, at what depth did you give up and say, okay, that's enough, Gym League? First, you create your character. Choose the color, hair, face, and shorts. Then you're hit with an epic motivational cutscene. Your mom wakes you up for school, you miss the bus, and when you finally get there, your classmates start mocking your look. They even beat you up. Back home, you realize it's time to change and tear this world apart by building a Titan body. It all starts in the gym. You meet your trainer, who walks you through the basics. Soon, you're doing your first squat with a barbell. A few clicks, and boom, you notice changes. The belly's gone, your legs are stronger. Then it's time for push-ups, building up your core and arms. You finish your first quest, and it's time to train to failure. Awesome. Your aura has been leveling up this whole time too. Your body is becoming more powerful and cooler. You report back to the trainer. He's impressed and sends you to the shop. You grab a protein bar, recharge, and recover. Now you're lifting heavier weights, gaining strength, and leveling up. The more you train, the bigger your body gets. You unlock new body types, each buffer than the last. Auras are glowing effects that boost your stats and make you look like a superhero. And yes, you can re-roll them to chase those legendary ones. Track your gains. See which muscles need more work. Unlock new gyms too. How to play? Simple. Tap to train your muscles. Earn protein and coins to buy new workouts. Unlock stronger physiques with better animations. Join competitions buttons to boost your stats, and keep moving to new gyms, each more intense than the last. The magic is in the visuals. You literally watch your avatar bulk up, biceps swelling, chest expanding, aura glowing. It's addictive. One more rep, one more level, and when you finally unlock that golden glow, you feel like a half-god in Roblox. Yeah, it's total clickbait. In the trailers, the bodybuilders shine like Goku, and you think, fake, but 20 minutes later, there you are, doing push-ups in a volcano gym, chasing your next upgrade. And once you're swole enough, it's time to return to school and show them who the real boss is. So tell me, how many times did you re-roll your aura before getting a legendary one? And what was the last gym you unlocked? Military Tycoon. You've got a tank with shark teeth, a jet with flames shooting from its engine, an army, a base, and you're launching an assault on an oil rig. Sounds like a Hollywood action movie, right? Nope, it's Military Tycoon, a game that looks like Call of Duty made out of blocks. The title promises a Tycoon experience, but what you actually get is full-scale multiplayer warfare. You start by building your own insanely cool military base, upgrading weapons, fortifying your bunker, and battling enemy forces all at once. You set up barracks, recruit troops, save up for helicopters, missiles, and tanks, then go blow up other bases while upgrading your own. That's right, build it up, then blow everything to bits. Classic Roblox. Why is it clickbait? Because the thumbnail and trailers are total hype. Shark planes, explosions, massive battles. But in reality, half your time is spent running around your base pressing buttons like buy wall, buy roof, buy gun rack, and somehow, those buttons keep you hooked longer than you expect. Military Tycoon sells the dream of having your own army, and it does a damn good job. Because the moment you buy your first tank, that's it. You're in. And you're not stopping until you unlock the nuke. So tell me, what's your favorite battle vehicle in Military Tycoon? Cat versus grandma. You're a grandma or a cat, and your mission? Either clean the house and keep things tidy, or go full fluffy psycho and destroy everything. What? No, you're not dreaming. This is Cat vs. Grandma, one of the most ridiculously clickbait games on Roblox. Let's start with the cover. A grandma with her hands in the air, facing off against giant cat paws. Looks like a boss battle in a superhero game, right? But inside, it's a full-on generational war. Grandma's trying to do chores while cat players leap onto dishes, throw objects, smash TVs, and turn the house upside down. Find items to damage Grandma, throw a crowbar at her, or even a grenade. Hunt for keys to open chests with stronger weapons. Win rounds to unlock more traps and new skins for both Grandma and Kitty. Level up and explore the lobby to discover even more wild features. This isn't a game, it's chaos, and that's exactly why it works. Players are laughing, screaming, creating pure absurdity. There's no balance, no real rules, no deep mechanics, but it's got something better. Pure, chaotic fun. Cat vs. Grandma looks like a kid's game but ends up sucking everyone in. Because being a deranged cat swinging from the chandelier is way more fun than you'd expect. And Grandma, racing the clock to tidy up, feels like borderline horror. So, who did you play as, Grandma or Cat? And what was the first thing you broke? SpongeBob Tower Defense. You're greeted by the bright and familiar world of Bikini Bottom, but with a twist. Imagine this, SpongeBob, Patrick, and Squidward as your frontline battle squad. And no, you're not laughing, because the enemies are coming wave after wave, and you're the last line of defense. This is SpongeBob Tower Defense, officially the wildest strategy defense game on Roblox. The action kicks off from the very first second. You choose your heroes, place them on the field, and watch as they shred through waves of enemies. But they're not just fun characters. Each has unique attacks, upgrades, evolutions, and special powers. And when Patrick starts wrecking bosses with his belly, yeah, it gets serious fast. There's a story mode, endless waves, and Friday events. Most importantly, tons of characters. Laser SpongeBob, Rocket Sandy, Support Mage Squidward. You build your strategy, mix heroes, level them up, and defend Bikini Bottom from total invasion. Power up your squad and become unstoppable. And when you need a break from the chaos, chill in AFK mode, maybe even nap next to Patrick. SpongeBob TD might look clickbaity, but this time, the hype is real. Explosions, flashes, pixel carnage, the whole thing feels like a battle for your childhood memories. Drop a comment. Who's your #1 hero from Bikini Bottom? And how many waves did you survive in endless mode? Experiment Playground. You load into the game and pick a role. Things are already getting interesting. Weird sounds echo through the lobby. What's waiting ahead? It feels like a twisted lab straight out of a horror movie, where terrifying experiments are taking place. In one room, there's some creepy creature that looks like it crawled out of a cosmic nightmare. You step inside, it attacks, but you smack it down with a bat. Inside, monsters appear. You can feed them, or blow them up with dynamite. Just don't let them escape. If they do, the whole lab's toast. From the description, it sounds like a chill game about potions, experiments, and goofing around with friends. You choose whether to be a test subject or the scientist running the experiments. But then it gets insane. Mutations, potion combos, massive limbs, explosions, horrifying transformations. This isn't just messing around with friends. It's a trash lab simulator, and that's the hook. There's no logic, no rules, just pure chaotic freedom. freedom, and the trailers sell it perfectly. Shock, weirdness, and what the heck did I just see? The ultimate clickbait recipe. And the clickbait works like one of the potions. You think, hey, just some silly experiments. And 5 minutes later, your body's in the grip of a wooden psycho. So tell me, what's the scariest monster you've run into in this game? And did you manage to take it down? Or did it get the best of you? Evade. You spawn in. Silence. Then bam, a massive meme face comes flying at you like a missile. This is Evade, a Roblox panic simulator disguised as a meme party. And it will wreck your reflexes. No thinking, no pause, just pure survival. Your job? Run. That's it. Run from the next bots. Giant meme faces like Obunga, Sonic, Skibidi. They chase you like you're the last bag of Doritos on Earth. And they're fast. Terrifyingly fast. The gameplay is brutal and simple. You spawn on a map and try to survive as long as possible. If you get knocked down, teammates can revive you. But let's be honest, they're usually running for their lives too. Every map feels different. You've got empty schools, eerie pizzerias, rooftops, and neon malls. You learn shortcuts, hiding spots, and escape routes. But in the end, it's chaos. Organized, glorious chaos. Why is this game clickbait? Because the screenshots look goofy. Big meme faces, bright colors. You expect a joke. But the second you hear the approaching sound of Sonic, your heart rate spikes. You don't laugh, you sprint. There's skins, perks, emotes, and that weird thrill when a teammate heroically saves you, or leaves you to die. Either way, you're coming back for the next round. Evade isn't just a game, it's Roblox horror with a TikTok brain. 3 minutes of survival feels like 10, and somehow, that's exactly why you keep pressing play. Tell me in the comments, which next bot chased you the longest? And did anyone actually come back to save you? Or did they just scream and run? Barry's Prison Run, LEGO mode. It's Barry's shift in prison. You know what that means, the perfect time to escape. But now, there's a twist. It's Lego mode. That's right. You're not just breaking out of prison, you're breaking out of bricks. And it looks so weirdly satisfying you can't look away. Barry's Prison Run is Roblox obby royalty. You wake up in your cell and boom, the escape begins. You jump over lasers, crawl through vents, dodge traps, and run for your life while Barry, the slowest, clumsiest prison guard in existence, tries to catch you. But in Lego mode, everything changes. The vents, the buttons, the floors, it's all Lego. Platforms click, obstacles fall apart, escape routes wobble, and the whole thing feels like a Saturday morning cartoon powered by chaos and physics bugs. The gameplay is simple but intense. You need serious reflexes to get through every level. And if you're playing with friends, even better. Who falls first? Who hits the wrong button? Who gets jump scared by Barry breathing through the wall? Barry's Prison Run was already a meme. With Lego mode, it's full-blown clickbait gold, but it works. And that's why we all keep coming back. Drop a comment, how many times did Barry catch you? And is Lego mode hilarious or low-key genius? Skinwalkers. From the very first minutes, an FBI agent tells you it all started with an experiment. A train carrying experimental medicine arrived in Mexico, but something went wrong. A bioactive fluid leaked. And now, some people aren't really people anymore. They look normal. They talk like us, but inside, they're monsters. This is Skinwalkers, a Roblox shooter that feels like sniper training by day and turns into full-blown horror at night. Everything here revolves around paranoia. Who's still human? Who's already turned? You have to make split-second decisions. Shoot too soon? You might kill an innocent. Hesitate too long? The monster will shred everyone around you. That's the thrill. This isn't just a shooter. It's a test of awareness, instincts, and trust, or betrayal. The game runs on a day-night cycle. Daytime, it's tactical. Use your sniper rifle. Figure out who's an NPC and who's secretly a skinwalker. You've got limited time. Nighttime, the rules flip. You're either hiding or playing as a skinwalker, hunting the others. It's like Among Us, but faster, darker, and way more intense. The gameplay is all about deduction and reflexes. You can't just shoot everyone. You've got to think, watch behavior, catch weird movements. But wait too long, and it's game over. One wrong move and your whole squad could go down. This isn't just a game. It's a social experiment, and every second could mean life or death. So the real question is, can you tell friend from foe? Drop a comment. How many times have you accidentally taken out a human thinking they were a monster? Climb and jump tower. Picture this. You're almost at the top of the pyramid. One more jump and you'll see the view, but you slip and fall all the way down. That's Climb and Jump Tower, a Roblox platformer that will make you laugh hysterically, rage uncontrollably, and still click try again without thinking. The goal is simple. Climb towers, landmarks, cliffs, even the Statue of Liberty, but every jump feels like a gamble. There are no checkpoints. You fall, you start over. And weirdly, that's the fun. Because when you finally reach the top, it doesn't feel like a win. It feels like conquering Mount Everest. The game has dozens of levels. Eiffel Tower, Leaning Tower of Pisa, the pyramids. Each climb gets harder. Along the way, you collect coins, unlock wings for cool perks, and customize your character. But at the heart of it all is that one feeling. Will I make this jump or will I fall again? Climb and Jump Tower is peak clickbait. The thumbnail shows happy Roblox avatars next to tourist attractions. But the gameplay? It's pain. Pure, beautiful pain. This game is a test of patience, nerves, and how much you love starting over. Tell me in the comments, from what height did you fall, and how long did it take you to get back up? A dusty trip. You press R. The engine roars to life. In front of you, endless desert. No signs. No map. Just sand, sun, and you. This is A Dusty Trip, one of the most atmospheric games on Roblox, where all you do is drive forward. But that's exactly what makes it magical. You hop into a beat-up old car and start your journey through a boundless wasteland. There's no fixed route. You decide where to stop, what to pick up, what to leave behind. Along the road, random events, abandoned houses, gas stations, monsters creeping in at night, and total chaos if you're playing with friends. The core mechanic? Survival. You need fuel, food, water. Gotta repair your car, keep it running. You can toss out the seats, swap engines, pick up a toaster, and use it as a weapon. That's the beauty of it. The game doesn't hold your hand. Wanna drive? Drive. Want to tear the car apart and rebuild it with junk? Go for it. A Dusty Trip is like Roblox's version of the long drive. And yeah, it's major clickbait. The screenshots show a desert and a truck. But in reality, it's a wild, meme-filled adventure with pure chaos and a genuine feeling of freedom. Want to play solo? Easy. But with friends? It becomes a full-blown insanity simulator. One's riding on the hood, another rips off the doors, and someone's like, what happens if I kill the engine at full speed? Drop a comment. What's the weirdest thing that happened to you in Dusty Trip? And how many kilometers did you make it before your engine exploded? Eat the world. You're born a tiny yellow monster with an endless appetite. And in front of you, the entire world. Literally. Because in Eat the World, that's exactly what you do. Devour everything, one chunk at a time. And the more you eat, the bigger and meaner you get. Gameplay is dead simple. Run around the map, eat blocks, grow in size. Every bite makes you stronger, richer, and more dangerous. Then you upgrade, unlock powers, start hurling massive chunks of dirt at other players, and eventually turn into a walking disaster. Want a chill experience? Private servers are totally free. But want chaos? Turn on PvP, set a timer, skip maps, and let the madness begin. This isn't a survival game. It's a destruction sim, and it's awesome. Is it clickbait? Absolutely. The icon shows a smiling yellow guy. 5 minutes in, you've swallowed the map, you're the size of a skyscraper, and you just crushed 3 friends by accident because you jumped. Eat the World doesn't want you to think. It just wants you to eat, upgrade, and laugh as everything around you crumbles. Tell me in the comments, how many blocks did you eat in one session? And how many times did you yeet dirt at someone's head? Guess Italian brain rot or die. All you hear is tung tung sahur, and your brain crashes. This is Guess Italian Brain Rot or Die, a Roblox game that makes 0 sense and yet delivers everything. Chaos, screaming, memes, panic, and brain rot at max volume. The idea is simple. You hear a sound, you pick who it belongs to. Pick wrong, you die. Pick right, you move on. Sounds easy, right? Until the game blasts Trala-Lero in your ears, and your choices are monkey in a fez, wooden abomination, and screaming Italian emoji. Good luck. This isn't a logic game. It's a brain rot guessing gauntlet. You need pure meme energy, sharp ears, and the ability to laugh while falling into lava because you misheard a fart sound. Guess Italian Brain Rot or Die isn't just clickbait. It's the final boss of Roblox absurdity. Everything is loud, neon, ridiculous, and somehow you can't stop playing. Every new sound is a mystery. Every level is a test of your will to survive nonsense. Tell me in the comments, what sound broke your brain the most? And did you guess the right answer or just get lucky?